5 runners over 1.5 miles, and they're away. Callum Shepherd just whipping off the blindfold aboard Phantom Flight and jumps out well on terms. Aimeric to his outside. Then Lion's Pride in the black and white red cap. The white blazed Relentless Voyager going up on the inside, and Aasy often held up, waited with at the back of the field in the hands of Jim Crowley, as Relentless Voyager now takes over in the hands of Oisin Murphy in this Group 3 Coral Glorious Stakes. Relentless Voyager by 1.5 lengths or so to, in second place, Phantom Flight, 2.5 lengths then back to the favourite Aimeric, and then Lion's Pride in 4th place, and finally it's Aasy. Heading now across towards the outside part of the course on their 1.5 mile journey here, and the pace looking fairly solid. Relentless Voyager out in front. There must be a good 8, 9, maybe 10 lengths first to last. Relentless Voyager from, in second place, Phantom Flight, Aimeric in third, Lion's Pride and Aasy. Now about to meet the rising ground on their way up the hill towards the top turn into the home straight, and it's Relentless Voyager that continues to lead. From, in second, Phantom Flight, Callum Shepherd in second. In third is Aimeric and James Doyle, Lion's Pride and Kieran Schumacher, and Aasy in the hands of Jim Crowley. And now they're just grouping up a little bit more than they were, and it's still Relentless Voyager that's going to take them into this top turn by about a length to Phantom Flight in second, 1.5 lengths away to Aimeric, and then Aasy moving up a place on the inside and relegating Lion's Pride to last of the 5. Downhill they gallop now towards the final right-hander. Relentless Voyager has made most of the running so far. In second in the slipstream is Phantom Flight. Aimeric is third, then Aasy and Lion's Pride still held on to as they race on now towards the final 3 furlongs. Relentless Voyager, Phantom Flight comes there smoothly, so too Aimeric. In fact, they're all going pretty well. Aasy in behind might need a gap to appear. Lion's Pride with a rush down the outside as they race on now towards the 2 furlong marker. Relentless Voyager, Phantom Flight, Aasy in behind them is just cantering along, but nowhere to go. Out wide is Lion's Pride from Aimeric. The sprint is on, and up towards the final furlong. Relentless Voyager is still relentless out in front from Phantom Flight. Aasy's got to get out of trouble. He's going to go for the rail now, Jim Crowley. Relentless Voyager, Aasy trying to squeeze through up the rail, breathing in, and he's going to get there. Aasy, trouble in running, but he overcame it to win the Glorious Stakes. From Relentless Voyager second, in third Phantom Flight, Aimeric in fourth, and finally Lion's Pride.
It was a really interesting race on paper. It's been won decisively, that being the Glorious Stakes by Aasy, ridden by the man to my right, Jim Crowley. Jim, well done indeed. Just talk me through the race, and in particular the final stages.
Well, obviously he's a horse has to be delivered late.
Yes.
And William, we discussed it before, and he said, look, ride him for luck, and if it opens up, it opens up. And I suppose when he got those instructions, there wasn't too much pressure on me. No. Because that's the best way to ride the horse. And in fairness to him, I thought in Leopardstown last year he finished really well, and you know he's had a few little niggling injuries over the years, and William and Morin done a good job to bring him back.
Yes,
he's still got that enthusiasm. You know, I went and rode him a month ago at the Gallops, and he felt great. So.
Because I spoke to you the night before he returned at Newbury. I think we spoke at Newmarket. You were going to ride Alionabi, understandably, but I guess that return from Aasy was quite positive, to say the least.
Very, very encouraging, because he wasn't going to Newbury fully tuned up, and like I said, the race wasn't run to suit him that day either. Yeah. So, you know, coming here today, stepping up in trip, it was always going to become tactical. But like I said, the old horse, he loved being stuck down on the rail there, and when he got that gap, he quickened up well. Probably barely knew he had a race.
Does he feel like he's got every inch of what he had? Because he's always been a very able operator.
He has. Look, he's won like a very, very good horse there, and despite being 7 years old, and
yes.
It's just goes to show what a good job they've done with him at home as well to keep that enthusiasm. And very fortunate Shaker His has kept him in training as well.
Yeah, very quickly, the Lily Langtry, you've got very interesting Ballydor rides. Grateful, who's got an impeccable pedigree. She's very unexposed. What have you made of her, the profile that you've seen of her?
Well, her profile looks smart. Obviously, as you said, she's out of tap-in, and she's beautifully bred. She's won over the distance, and she looks like a filly who looks progressive. She's the only 3-year-old in the race now. I've had a quick chat with Ryan Moore. He seemed to think she had a nice chance, so we'll hopefully she'll win a big race.
And lastly, you'll ride in the Stewards' Cup?
Yeah, he's a little bit of an unknown.
Yes.
plenty of ability. Another horse, very well bred, he's ran in the St James's Palace Stakes, he's run in all sorts of races. He showed good speed over 7, so I think we're just...
Mustabshire, the names come to mind eventually.
Yeah. Mustabshire, we're chancing our arm with him a little bit.
Okay.
You know, he showed good speed at Royal Ascot, he is by Dark Angel. It's a fact-finding mission. He could absolutely bolt in and he might not like it at all, we just don't know.
Jim, well done, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thanks. First race of the day was the Glorious Stakes, incredibly tight-knit affair. It's been won in fine style by Aasy for Shadow, Angus Gold alongside Angus. You were just saying, satisfying watch in the end.
In the end, exactly. It was always going to be a hard race for Jim to ride because William is adamant that this horse likes to have something to aim at and he doesn't want him making the running or being too handy. And we knew there wasn't going to be much pace, and you know, you need all the luck to go with you on those occasions. And as Jim said, they slowed it up coming up the hill, so he didn't want to be single file sitting out the back if they quickened. And he was left flat-footed, so he let him slide up the inside. But then, obviously, you're in the hands of good fortune and the racing gods.
The Goodwood gods, yeah.
Yeah, and particularly here, as you say, it's always tricky. But listen, the horse has still got the class, and luckily, when he managed to squeeze through, he quickened up and doesn't even know he's had a race.
I'm fascinated to know, because you also had Alianabi in the race 2 weeks ago at Newbury. What kind of a place do you think Aasy was when he was brought back at that point, and has he exceeded expectations to be doing this 2 weeks on?
That you'd need to ask William. I mean, he's always had a huge opinion of the horse. You know, to be fair to the horse, everybody keeps knocking him. He's won nearly £400,000. I wouldn't mind a few more like that. But the ability's still there. He took a long time to come to himself this spring. 7-year-old gelding. It was a horrible spring, as you know, and so William and the team sensibly let him just find his own way, and he was just ready for a run at Newbury, and he ran well. Again, not a particularly fast pace, so great to see him come on for that, you know.
Haggas has been here this week. It's never a bad thing to be winning these kind of races on a Saturday in particular.
No, and that shows you how important it is to have these older horses still in training. You know, you need these horses if you're going to be competing at the bigger meetings. So we've been very lucky that he's come back safe and sound.
And just very quickly, because of his age and the issues he might have had, plans likely to be fluid in conjunction with the trainer's ideas?
Yes, as I say, I mean, the one real positive to me today is he only ran for 100 yards, so he's had a very easy day out. So as long as he comes out of it in one piece, you know, all options will be open, and we'll just try and have a bit of fun with him.
Well done. Thank you.
Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.